Hello everybody and welcome back to Minecraft. In the last exciting episode, we went underground, but in today's episode, well, you'll notice that there's a few changes to my front yard, and by changes, I mean there's some new tenants in our front lawn. A few people taking up residence, and by people, I mean sheeple, which are like people, except I think they believe what the government tells them. I think that's how it works. So yeah, we've got some sheeple and we've got some cow pull, but we're not going to get near them or they'll make cow noises and no one will be happy. So yeah, I've also planted some potatoes. I got some potatoes in when I was underground from a zombie or something, and so I've started planting them. You can sort of go pew pew and you just plant a potato in there. And you get like 1 to 3 when it harvests. So I've been able to get a few baked potatoes. Another thing is, have a look at this. My super bow, I named it myself because I'm very creative. It's got power 1 and unbreaking 1, which means it's more powerful and it's harder to break. So a couple of skeletons dropped their magical bows, and I thought, we need to fuse these magical bows into a more magical bow. So I ended up building an anvil, which basically you can be like, oh, here's a magical bow, here's a bow, you can create a magical bow. So yeah, the anvil, you just make it with a bunch of iron. So let's see, I've also put some posters up around the place. And what I want to do this episode is I want to get started on a new project, or I've already laid down the foundations for it. If we go over here and have a look, you'll notice that instead of where there was a tree over there before, there's the foundations of some sort of cobblestone tower. And I really want to build a stone tower. I have a whole box full of cobblestone that, you know, I'm able to just use when I want now. So I was thinking, let's just start building this up over the next few episodes. It'll probably be more off screen than on because it's gonna be very repetitive. At least the initial parts. I want to do some finishing touches later, you know, like adding in windows and all this other kind of stuff that I think would benefit from an episode of its own. But basically what I want to do here is I want to build a cobblestone tower that reaches at least up to there, which is I went up there at a very early point in the series and made sure that I was not going to have trouble finding my base again. So yeah, I want to build a big tower. I've got a good name for it when we've finished it, and then I think after we build this tower, I'm going to officially cap off the main building, like close the front, you know, give it a front wall, you know, and name the whole thing, because that's, of course, it's very symbolic. Yeah, we're not gonna do too much. I only brought one other stack of cobblestone with me, but yeah, you'll be able to start seeing soon this tower from all over the place, and I've got a few ideas for it, especially in relation to me building other bases, because as you know, we've got a dock, and dock is out there, and we've got plenty to travel to. But first we need to, you know, have a complete version of this base, which will be very nice. Cobblestone, cobblestone, it's cobblestone. Do. That was a great. I'm glad to know I've still got it. Alright, I think that is actually... that's all the cobblestone I brought with me, but yeah, you've gotten the idea. there's just going to be a bunch of like dirt around the inside while I... Oh, that did not actually go down. You know, while I'm doing the building, and then I suppose there's going to be stairs and rooms and all that kind of thing. If you've got ideas for like layers of the tower and what you want to see inside the tower and all that kind of thing, go ahead, definitely. Alright, so over here is the front lake area. I like to live dangerously and dive into that very shallow pool, which do not try this in real life. You'll hit your head or whatever on the ground and then you'll drown, or you'll have like spinal injuries. But in Minecraft, water makes everything safe no matter how high a distance you jump from, so it's all good in Minecraft. So yeah, let me just have a... Oh yeah, so I think I went over this briefly, but I've added a bunch of posters around the place. This one, you know, there's one poster here, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 posters to match up with this one, which is just one poster, but it's of Papyrus sitting in a canoe. Yeah, I've just been decorating a little bit. I'm not sure where I'm going to go next, to be honest. After the tower, I've sort of got a vague idea that I want to head out into the unknown. The unknown being over here. But actually, for the rest of this episode, I actually do have a good idea of what I want to do. We're going to head further forward out here, because I've actually, just in my spare time, looking for certain materials that I've needed. I've sort of forged ahead a bit of a path, a bit of a path forward over here. And hello. Yeah, there we go. It's just 1 and 1. I try and use the bow to get closer, and then I use the sword to finish it off. So yeah, I've just started, you know, cleaning up little areas slightly forward of here, making some stairs along here. There's not that much I've done with it. I've basically just sort of, I've made a clear path. If you're wondering exactly what I was doing, there are a bunch of like sheep and cows over here, and then I tried to guide them over the water, and it turns out that they go at like 0 kilometers per hour, you know, 0 miles per hour. That's, I just translated it for you Americans, if you were wondering what that translates to. And so I just built a direct path back so that I could take a bunch of cows and stuff over here. And then there's, you know, just a little shelter with a crafting table, but not much else. And then over here, there is a lava mountain. Oh yeah, by the way, this is my... Oh, good morning. Whoops. Ow. Usually I'd get it with the bow, but I don't have arrows with me at the moment. I'm all out of arrows. So, because I've been using my new bow. So, I've got a new system where when I'm away from base, what this means is I have one torch that's just a torch, and then one torch that denotes which direction my base is. So this torch, the torch being on this side of the plank, means that my base is back in this direction. So I've got this and a couple of other methods that I'm sort of figuring out for, because I never do much exploring outside my base area, because I get lost easily and then never find my base again, which isn't fun for, you know, for anyone, because you can't bring your resources back with you. There's a bunny over there who's in a hot situation. And over here are some cows that I think I tried to drag down from the mountain. They got stuck in the water, and I was like, just forget about it, cow. Just forget about it. Shut up, cow. yeah, so I've only really had a little look directly. Oh, I don't know if this is north, south, east, or west. I forget which direction my place is facing, but it's directly in front of my house. If you just keep on going, there are a bunch of animals because I couldn't find any animals. Couldn't find any animals really near my house. But yeah, there's chickens over there as well. And even some brown sheep. Which I don't have any different colors of sheep at the moment, but I think I have all of the dyes necessary to do that kind of thing. Did I just pick something up? Oh, probably an egg. And over there, is that a collection of pumpkins? Alright, we're gonna head over there. Hopefully not get too lost, because there's a big lava mountain. So I should hopefully have a clear idea of where I am and what I'm doing. But if we head over here, and not into the lava, I almost just fell into that by accident, which it wouldn't be good news because I've got a bunch of cool stuff here now. If we head over here, yeah, you can see it takes 3 sword strikes. It only took 1 sword strike after that bow before, so it's pretty nice. Yeah, we've got like 1 billion monsters, so maybe we should have come during the day. But we've also got a bunch of pumpkin heads, which, hold on, where are you? There you are. It gives us the chance to try out these baked potatoes. They apparently seem to recover just about as much as like meat, which is very nice. So we do want these pumpkins for a good reason. They allow us, if you put torches inside of them, they become jack-o'-lanterns, and they allow us to do some very nice underwater lighting and that kind of thing, which we haven't been able to do. We haven't been able to do in the past because regular torches don't work underwater. So if I can make a nice sort of spread of pumpkins, like just, you know, under the water, I can get some nice lighting that we haven't had the chance to have before. You can't face off. I don't care how many of you there are. I've got a full set of iron armor, and it's very like, I'm like not even phased by this stuff. I've been shot like 1 billion times. I'd probably be dead if I didn't have any iron armor by this point, because skeletons just keep on shooting me. But let's ignore the monsters. There's an endless supply of them, quite literally, because they respawn endlessly. And we'll head back home. Our path back home is just over here. Oh, and some bones. And some arrows. Bones and arrows. It's no substitute for a bow and arrow, but I've got that too, so we're all good. Alright, I'm gonna see you next time. The house is just back here.